Hey, YouTubers, Tazman here, bringing you another episode of Taz Teaches Java. And in our last episode, we worked a little bit more on our guesses class. And in this one, as I said towards the end, that I really think we need to kind of hammer out what we want to do in the actual game class, where we're initializing the game and keeping track of guesses and all that fun stuff. So or not the guesses, but the actual progress of the game. So that's what we're going to do today. We also we're talking about, well, we might want to keep track of how many turns, because we only want 6 turns total is how many we want to give them, because there's 6 stages of the hangman. Plus, you know, it's not necessarily counting as a turn don't if they do get a guess right. We want that to actually count as a turn as well. We want to just see if in 6 turns they can actually guess a word. So that seemed pretty good for that. And so let's go ahead and kind of work our way through this. So one thing we're going to need is, obviously we've always talked, we need game loop, right? We need to have our game loop that that will, keep going turn after turn after turn after turn. And even more is so that when they start playing the game, it'll do the game, and then when they're done, they can choose to play again and get a new word, or they can choose to quit and exit the game altogether. So let's just kind of think of variables that we might need for this. We already have our scanner up here so that we can actually keep track of they can actually input answers, and we can output, well, we can take that and use that information. We have our max turns, which is the final. We don't want that to change. So let's just do a little comment in here. This will be our objects. Create our, although max turn really isn't an object. I can't think of a good thing for here. I was just thinking maybe we could have something in there. So we'll have our max turns here, what the current turn is. We'll keep track of the letter that was guessed. Let's see, here's our objects down here actually. And then we have our 2 objects for our words and our guesses. And then maybe after this is where we'll want to keep track of whether they want to play again, or if which round they're on or whatever. So we'll actually create a boolean, and let's just call this play again. Play again, and we'll set the default to true. So TRUE. So there we go. Do that. And then we'll have our other one to see if it's the end of the round. So BOLEAN. We'll just call it maybe end round. Something like that. And that will be false. Okay. Now, put some carriage returns in there. So now what we need to do is have a play again loop, which is basically, I guess it's kind of our game loop. So we're going to have it be a do, because we don't want to ask if they want to, do, wrong thing again. So we want to have a do, because we don't want to ask, when they first start the game, we don't want to start out by saying, do you want to play again? Because one, they haven't played yet. So this is why we're going to have the play again always be true at the beginning, although it really doesn't matter because we're not evaluating. So this means we need to have our while for this, and we'll just say while play again. There we go. And that will keep our loop going. Now, if they say no, they don't want to play again, then we want to maybe output a little message. So S out, and say something, nice, like, let's see, thanks for PLAYING. Thanks for playing. So that'll be good. And then, of course, anytime we open our scanner, did we already close it? No, we did not. So we definitely want to close it because that will also, well, yeah, we want to close it. So we'll do sc.close because that's the end of the game. We're not ever going to use it again. Whoops, close. And then for right now, we're just going to get rid of these guys because we'll recreate them later. Okay, so there is our play again loop. So now what we need to do is, for the beginning of the game, the first thing we need to do is update the alpha and get our word, right? But just trying to think. So if we do update our alpha, this is going to print our alphabet at the top, right? So let's do S out. Let's verify this. So we do this and we do GUESS dot, and we called it update alpha, and this should print our alphabet bar at the top of the row, the top of the page, or not. Wait, no, this is just updating the alpha. So why am I printing? Why? I don't think I want to print that. How did we do that before? Let's do this. Let's stop it real quick. Z. We'll leave these guys down here just for now. So, guess to update alpha. Oh, we weren't. No, we don't want to show the hidden. Oh. Wait, I gotta go double check this now. I'm drawing a blank. It's been a while since I've looked at this. So our update alpha is right here. So it doesn't take anything. So it's setting our bar length. And then it's returning bar. So it's returning bar. It's returning the string buffer. Go ahead and save this real quick. Let's just work through this a little bit. If we do that there, we'll just keep these guys for the time being, just to remember what we were doing. So let's just add that back, and we'll just keep working through our thing. We're gonna want to have it just so we know what the word is. We'll have it get our word too. So let's just do that again. I'll troubleshoot in just a minute. TUESS. So guess dot update alpha. Then we also want to, just for now, S out. Oops, SOU. There we go. We're gonna use our GUE, our guess, and get the word. Wait, am I missing? Let's see, let me just think for a second. Oh, this isn't where I want to do this stuff. Derp. Okay, now I know why we're doing. So first what we need to do is, I think we want to, so up here we're doing guess. I don't think we want this up here. That's what it is. This was for our testing, so we want to set up guess there. Then down here in our new, this is where we want to actually get our word. That's why it's not working. GUESS guess equals new GUESS. So this is a guesses, and we want it to be word dot, oops, word. Do I do it as word? What did I call it up there? Word? Yeah, word dot, and we want to get the word. That's okay. So guess. Then we need to do also a reset alpha, right? So GUE, and this is technically right now our alpha is not going to be bad, but if they're playing a second round, it will have alpha stuff. It'll have alpha values. So we definitely want to clear that out. And right, like I said, right now it's not going to do anything on the very first one. So we're resetting alpha. We want to so if they didn't end, if they said, yeah, I think we're good there. So then let's go ahead and get our hangman state. Guess dot hangman state. Wasn't that what we called it? Yes, right there, hangman state. And to start off, we'll set it to turn. So it's going to start off at 0 because we set turn. Actually, that makes me think of something else. Because we don't want, we need to do that there and then maybe do turn here equals 0. Because this is the very first time we get our hangman state. And after a round, the turn will, turn like that. Turn will actually be equal to 6 or whatever the value was when they guessed it all right. So we need to set that to 0 there instead of up here. All right, so we have turn equals 0, we have that. So this, let's go ahead and add a comment in here just to keep track of what's going on. So this is get new word for the round. Oh my gosh, the round. So now that we got our new word for the round, we're displaying our hangman. What we want to do is set up a second loop, and this is where I was thinking we were before, where we're updating alpha and stuff. So this would be our let's just call it our game round, maybe game, whoops, ROUND loop. So that's our game round loop, and this will also be a do, and do that, and then come here, and we'll just go ahead and leave the while for now. So this is where we want to do then do GUESS guess equals, or no, that's what I was doing above, right? I want to do the S out, and we want to do GUESS, that's what I was thinking right there, update alpha. So that will update our alpha. This is what we will end up not having in there. This is just going to show us our word for testing. So we're going to have it show us our word. So this is GUESS dot get word. Was it called get word? Didn't. What? S out guess dot. Wasn't it called get word? Do set alpha. Update, create, show hidden. What was it? Show hidden that we did it as? I don't know. Let me just check. So it was, oh yeah, it was show hidden. Why was, okay. So do show hidden. That's what we needed. So we're showing our hidden. And then let's just comment here that we want to get rid of this guy. This is for testing only. Only like that. So there's that. Then let's just have it print a line. S out. So we have a nice little space. And then, no, that's not right. We did want, where did we have get? I know we had get words somewhere, didn't we? Was it under words? Did I pass it? No, it's not in words. guess. All right, let's just go here real quick. Guesses, reset alpha, set alpha. It's not show. Do we need to write that one? Yeah, I think we do if it's not here. So we'll just put it, let's see, here's guesses. Let's just put it right here. And put one more carriage return there. Yeah, I think that's what we need because we need to get the word. So let's do a public public. And you do public. This is going to be a string buffer. And it's going to be called get word. And basically, this is a really simple one because all it's going to do is return word. And we do have word up there. Okay, good. So that's all we need for that. Now we should be able to do it. Because this is... Alright, so let's just check. Yeah, so this is getting the word. And it's returning it. So we're outputting the word. So let's see. We don't need that. Let's go ahead and do this again. Oops. Why is everything being so hard today? Okay, so this is guess.getWord. And now we can do it. There we go. Now we're on track. And this is for the testing. We remove that when we're done. We have our print line. Then the next thing we want to do is show the hidden word, which is our encrypted one, right? And so I think that's what it was. I think that was our encrypted, so to speak. Oops, wrong button. S out, okay. And this will be our, so it's guess dot and show hidden. Let's see, so I think that's right. And then maybe another line, S out, just like that. So this is going to set up our word. Then let's go ahead and now get the user's guess. So get the user's guess like so. And this is going to be S out. We want to get their guess. So we're going to start out with a backslash n to give us an extra carriage return there, and then we'll do plus. Yeah, now we're gonna, so I think, is this, don't we have one for like get hangman or something? Hangman state public. I think we want another thing. If we don't have it, we just want to return our hangman. I think. Because this is returning hangman. And we're not changing hangman's state. Yeah, so I think we just want something simple right up here. So we have clear. Let's go ahead and stick in a get. So this will be public because we want to access it from the outside. Public. Public. And yeah, I think this is what we want to do. So it's, it is going to return a string buffer. String buffer, string buffer, and we'll just call it get hangman. Hangman, that's how we did it, right? I think so. Well, I guess it's not necessarily how we did it because that's new. And we're just gonna return hang hangman, which is that guy. I think that's what we want to do there. So then here, so we're gonna do this. We want to return our actual hangman structure. So we will go ahead and do that. So we're gonna do GUESS dot get hangman, and then have some spaces. So how many should we have? Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe. We'll see how this looks. And then we want to get input from the user. So we want to do a maybe letter, letter. That's what we called it up there. Yep, char letter, and say prompt guess, and this is going to be a function that we're going to write. That simply takes in what we want. Oops, I forgot the equals. So letter equals prompt guess, and then we want to tell it what that is going to be. So we're just going to say GUESSALETTER, like that. And then down at the bottom here, we'll do it before these guys. We'll have, or wait, whoa. I think, actually it doesn't go. Is that our main right there? Yes, that's our main. So it goes inside right here. Does that give us 2? There we go. All right, so here we're going to have our prompt guess. So it's going to be PUBLIC. Because it's part of the static class here, we need to do static. In other words, it has a hissy, and it's going to return a character, a char, a chat, and PROMPT GUESS. So this is our guess, and it's going to take a string, a string, PROMPT. So that's the prompt. So what we're doing here is setting up kind of a generic catch-all for our thing. It's not liking it right now because we're not returning anything. What we're going to want to do at the end, maybe RETURN, we'll create something called reply, maybe REPLY. And up here we are going to have to create a reply thing, which is going to be a char and REPLY and equals, and we'll just set it to a blank character for right now. So \U1234 and semicolon. Oh, whoops, this needs to be in single ticks. There we go. That should work. Yep. So now that's happy. It's not complaining anymore. I don't think I need these guys for sure now. This time for reals. Go ahead and just get that under one. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're passing in what the person says is their guess. And what we want to do is catch and make sure that their thing, their guess, is going to be between a lowercase a and a lowercase z. If they do anything else, we don't want to accept that. And we could do uppercase, but generally people don't leave the caps lock on, or they don't shift everything. So just to make it a little less of a headache, we'll go ahead and make sure it's a lowercase a to z. So what we need to do here is we're going to have it output our prompt, right? This is the question. So we're passing this guess a letter is going to be assigned to prompt. That means if we do prompt, it's going to say guess a letter. And then we want to have a plus and a quote and that, something like that. So it'll have that prompt. It'll say guess a letter with a colon at the end, give them a space, and then they get to type something. So that's our prompt. We want to store their reply in our reply here. So I want to say reply equals, and we'll do sc dot, and we can actually access the sc because it's actually a class variable and not local to the main method there. So we can access sc from anywhere, and we could do dot next. And do we want to, yeah, I think we just want next. And in case they do 2 letters, we want to limit it to just one. So we do char at index 0. And I think, can we also do 2 lower? I don't think we can do 2 lower here. Because I want to make sure, what if they do uppercase, right? This always gets tricky. It always throws me off for a little while. So then we'll have our while loop, W-H-I-L-E, W-H-I-L-E, while, and how do I want to do this? Can I do I have to do, I can't remember, is it C-H-A-R-A-C-T-E-R, character dot to lowercase and R-E-P-L-Y. I think I do that. Is that right or wrong? Or can I do just reply dot to lowercase? But so we want to see if it is, if reply would be greater than, say, an A. Has to be greater than equal to, actually. Greater than equal to an A. Or, and then we'd have the same thing, but then we'd say, actually that's the wrong one. That's less than. Is reply less than an A? No, I think that's backwards. It needs to be, reply needs to be greater than equal to an A, or less than equal to a Z. And then of course we would have to stick this in there, but we've got to find out what the best way of doing this is. And right now I'm drawing a blank. And we're at 28 minutes. Great. Let's see. So we could do, I thought we could do it here. Oh, actually it's not hating that. Never mind. Sweet. It might work. Okay, then what we want to do is say s out, and we're going to basically do the exact same thing, except we're going to say invalid entry. So let's just grab this guy. Oops. So there's that, do that. But we want to first let them know that they did an invalid entry. So we'll do that, like that, and we'll just maybe do something like INVA invalid ENTRY. So like that, and then 2 spaces. That will let them know they did the wrong one. And then once again, we need to collect a new value for this. So this is basically just going to keep an ask and ask and ask until they input a letter that is greater than or equal to A, or greater than equal to A, and less than equal to Z, which I think makes sense. Unless, would it be less than? Yeah, I think that's right. Let's see if this runs real quick. Oh, we have error. Where's our error? It's right. That's for that. Oh, we need our while. So here we would say, this is our end round one, right? Game round loop, yes. So I want to say while, and not, and R-O-U-N-D, end round. That should fix that. And then a semicolon. Okay, let's try and run that real quick. There we go. So as you can see, we still have our thing in that automatically chooses that for our option. But here you can see we have this. If we put in, say, a 1, it should tell us invalid entry and ask us to do it again. If we put in an A, it should be unhappy with that. Great. We got some troubleshooting to do. Okay, so we're at 31 minutes, so I think that's good enough for this. I'm going to go relook at this stuff, see if it might just be the opposite. Let me try this real quick. So let's do this one and this one. Oh, whoops, wrong one. And this one. And see if that works okay. So if we do an A, nah, I'll have to look at that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Discord and my other channels. And that's it. Until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.